The Magnificent Seven steals the spotlight, while in the shadow, other S&P tech stocks are quietly making their mark. In the stock market, a group known as the Magnificent Seven has risen to prominence, dominating the tech sector. But the S&P 500 top performers aren't limited to these tech giants, and we'll get there in a moment. First, let's meet the Magnificent Seven. These are not your average companies. They are mega-cap tech giants focused on cutting-edge trends like artificial intelligence and advanced hardware and software. As we as a society race towards a new technological era, the impact of these giants are in the tens of trillions. Consider this, these companies are not mere participants in the market, they're movers and shakers, capable of steering its direction. The S&P 500's rise year-to-date is largely thanks to them. The index has seen a roughly 17% increase in value from December 2022 to now, November 2023. And while the S&P 500's rise is significantly attributed to the Magnificent Seven, their dominance has actually raised questions about the rally's breadth. Is this rally sustainable, and how can it continue? Without the Magnificent Seven, you see, the S&P 500 would have been in negative territory this year. Bluntly, their dominance is unprecedented. As of 2023, these tech behemoths make up a staggering 29% of the S&P 500's market cap. That's actually the largest share ever controlled by just 7 stocks, according to the Goldman Sachs data. In fact, the Magnificent Seven have seen a 71% increase, while the rest of the S&P 500's companies have only grown by 6%. This might be a good chance to step back to see a broader perspective. While the market strength isn't solely hinged on these tech titans, their rise and fall leaves a huge impact. With such a large impact, would it shock you to learn that only 4 of the Magnificent Seven, Nvidia, Meta, Tesla, and Amazon, rank among the top 10 S&P 500 stocks this year, per the S&P Global Market Intelligence. Apple, despite being the most valuable, has seen comparatively modest gains. But as always, there is more to the story. Beyond the Magnificent Seven, other stars are beginning to shine bright this year. Some big and notable movers and shakers this year are the Royal Caribbean Cruises, Palo Alto Networks, and PulteGroup. These companies are not part of the Magnificent Seven tech stocks, yet they did show an impressive and notable performance this year. Investors' Daily Analysis gives a nod, as well as the S&P Global Market Intelligence and MarketSmith. As we zoom out, we can see a kaleidoscope of success stories beyond just the tech sector and its giants, which hopefully is contributing to the market's diversity and general resilience. But with a combined market capitalization exceeding $10 trillion, the Magnificent Seven are undoubtedly a huge part of the market. They are part of a larger story, a true testament to the market's multifaceted and at times very lopsided nature. As we navigate this landscape, remember that the Magnificent Seven are driving the S&P 500 to new heights this year. Their dominance can also mask broader market performances worth focusing on. Of course, without these AI-related stocks leading the charge, the S&P 500 would be in negative territory. I'll leave you with this. When we focus on the day-to-day, sometimes it gets overwhelming. Stepping back and looking at the scope of the situation through the lens of data can really help us see things more clearly. Stay up to date on the Magnificent Seven or whichever companies are relevant to you in your portfolio with your own AI Investing Copilot at Pluto.fi. Your financial decisions can be driven by the data. Until next time, stay tuned and stay savvy.